Hi everyone. In today's video, we'll be going through a vinyasa to get us warmed up and prepped to come into a Hanumasana pose. It's important for us to warm up and stretch the body before coming into a peak pose. So let's go ahead and incorporate the breath with our movement throughout this video. Whenever you're ready, hop onto your mat and we'll begin shortly. Now coming seated in a comfortable cross-leg position, let's bring our right palm to our belly and our left palm to our chest. We want to use the palms so we can feel the expansion of our body on the inhalation and the contraction of our body on the exhalation. By reconnecting with the breath, we want to find length in our spine. We want to feel that sense of lightness. Feel your body coming long and stretched as you find the center through your breathing. So finding the center is really about the mindset of sitting up tall, breathing evenly through the nostrils, and reconnecting the breath with the body and the movement. And that's what we're trying to do in today's vinyasa. So let's take one more inhalation here. Exhale, begin to blink the eyes open, bring your palms down to the mat. Let's bring ourselves into a tabletop position, keeping the wrists, shoulders in a line, and hips stacked right above the knees. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, chest forward into your cow. Exhale, rounding the upper back, coming into your cat. Do this for a couple rounds. Inhale, look forward into your cow position. Exhale, push back into an angry cat. Really press the palms into the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, coming to a rounded upper back. Inhale, finally coming back to neutral. Let's go ahead and stretch the back of the legs. Step the right leg back and really try to press into the heel into the ground. You're not actually pressing the heel into the ground, but just a sensation of kicking back and stretching the legs. We'll switch to the left side now. And release. Come and sit back in your child's pose, hips sinking into the heels, forehead down onto the mat. We'll take one deep inhalation here, a deep exhalation. On the next inhalation, go ahead and roll yourself up and bring yourself up to the top of the mat in Tadasana. Bring your arms on the top to stretch the shoulders, opening up the chest. And on the next exhalation, we're going to bring the palms to our chest. Keeping our eyes closed here, let's focus on the breath. See if you can stay still and not wobble left and right. We will be beginning our vinyasa flow shortly. So go ahead and put focus on your breath. Now as we inhale, let's circle the arms up, fingers to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging from the hip, move forward, fold. Keep your knees softly bent here. Pressing the palms firmly into the mat. Begin to step the right leg, followed by the left leg, coming into your plank position. Inhale, broaden the chest. As you exhale, push the hips up into the ceiling. Press the palms firmly into the mat. Go ahead and adjust your feet here. We're going to warm up the lower back as well as the legs through a walking downward facing dog. So go ahead and alternate the legs here. Really sinking into that leg. Feeling the stretch in the back of your thighs, your shins and your ankles. And we're going to move into some hip opening here in a downward facing dog. As we inhale, we're going to kick the right leg up, open up the hip to the right side. And as we exhale, bring the knee to the chest to crunch. Inhale, back up, open the hip. Exhale, knee to chest. One more like that. Inhale, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to chest. Bring the chest higher as you step the feet between your palms. Drop the left knee, peel your body away from that right leg into your Hanumasana. Sink deeper on the next breath. And exhale. Let's sit back into the left heel, stretching the front quad on the right leg. Inhale, rolling forward, press into the mat, bring that right leg back up and open up the hip in your three-legged dog. And as we exhale this time, step the right feet outside the right palm, coming into your lizard, dropping the heel and the knee on the left side. We have a variation to bring the forearm down, or you can stay on your palms. You can also go into a movement in your lizard to rock back and forth, or if you prefer stillness or the knee down, go ahead and take your variation. Finally, coming back up, walking the feet back in between the palms. Let's step the left leg, one leg forward, and open up the hip on the left side to come into a triangle pose. One breath as we exhale, face the hip back forward and come into a pyramid pose. Inhale, stepping back into the three-legged dog on the right leg, open up the hip. And exhale, step the leg back down, downward facing dog. We're going to switch sides. Let's stay here in the downward facing dog for a couple more breaths. Reconnect the breath back to the body. Make any adjustments you need to the alignment. And on the next exhalation, we're going to bring the left leg up. Open up the hip to the left side, and as we exhale, we're going to go into that crunch again. Inhale, kick the left leg up, open up the hip. Exhale, circle the hip back forward, come into your crunch. One more, inhale, kick up, three-legged dog, open up the hip. Exhale, come into a crunch. Bring the knee up higher as you step the leg between your palms. Bring the right knee down, flip the toe, come into Hanumasana. Inhale for one breath, and as we exhale, we're going to go ahead and stretch the left quads this time. So press the palms down, tuck the right toes, go ahead and sit the hip back onto the right heel. And breathe. This is your half Hanumasana or Ardha Hanumasana. Pressing the palms, we're going to step back into our three-legged dog on the left side and open up the hip. Stay for one breath. On the next exhalation, pull the left leg forward to step outside the left palm. Drop the right knee and flip the toe. And we come into a lizard pose on the left side. Option to have the forearms down or stay on your palms. Knees off, knees on the mat. Take your option. Also an option to rock front and back or stay in a still lizard pose. Finally, dropping the knees down, pressing the palms back up, walking the feet back in between the palms, engage the core here. Go ahead and stretch into your triangle pose. Breathe, inhale, exhale, shift the hip back forward into our pyramid pose. And come light to your fingertips. Engage the core, drag the left leg back, open up that hip, and exhale, step the feet down, come back into downward facing dog. We're going to repeat this on the right side. Inhale, opening up the hip. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhale, open up the hip on the right side. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest. One more, inhale, right leg up, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to chest. And finally, stepping it forward between the palms, dropping the knees. This time, peeling our body up. Once again, bring the knee up and let's come into a high lunge. Exhale, release, and go ahead and sit back onto that left heel. Engage the core. Three-legged dog, open up the hip on the right side. Exhale once again, coming into that lizard pose. Go ahead and take your options here. Forearm down, knee down. And let's get into a deeper quad stretch. Go ahead and bend the left knee and see if we can twist and grab onto that left knee with our right palm. Exhale, release. And go ahead and come back into a three-legged dog. Open up the hip on the right side. Stay for one breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to step the right leg once again between the palms. Come into our triangle pose, pivoting the left heel down. Breathe as we inhale, exhale. Come and bring your shoulders facing forward and come into a pyramid pose. Inhale, coming light on the fingertips to come into a warrior three. Standing splits, folding our body towards our right thigh. And exhale, bring that leg down to come back into your forward fold. And stay here for one breath. On the next inhalation, roll up into Tadasana with prayer palms. Now we'll repeat on the opposite side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Light on the fingertips, step back into plank. Inhale, broaden the chest, and exhale to come into a downward facing dog. So inhale, we're going to kick the left leg up, open up the left hip, exhale, knee to chest. Two more, inhale, leg up, open up the hip on the left side, exhale, knee to chest. Last one, inhale, three-legged dog, open up the hip, exhale, knee to chest. Stepping the leg between our palms. And go ahead and lift your body up in a high lunge. Next exhalation, drop the palms down, drop the right knee. Go ahead and sit back into a quad stretch on the left side. Next inhalation, press the palms, lift the knee off, engage the core to bring the left leg up, opening up the hip once again. Exhale, stepping the right leg outside or left leg outside the left palm. Coming into that lizard pose, taking your options here to be on your forearm, off the knee, rocking front and back, or staying still. On the next breath, go ahead and bend the right knee and give yourself a twist and try to grab that right foot with your left palm. Deepening the quad stretch here on the right side. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, engage the core, three-legged dog. Open up the hip on the left side. And on the next breath, exhale, go ahead and step it between your palms once again. Pivot the right heel down, come into a triangle pose. Open up the chest, opening up the heart. Exhale, fingers back down to frame the left feet. Fold into your pyramid pose. On the next breath, come light on your right foot, on your fingertips, and come into your warrior three and shifting into your standing splits. Exhale, release. Stay in your forward fold for a couple of breaths before you inhale to roll yourself up into Tadasana. Now on the next breath, we're going to get ready to come into our Hanumasana. So go ahead and inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, we'll fold forward and let's step the right leg back. Drop the right knee and stretch the left leg forward, coming into your Ardha Hanumasana or half splits. You want to keep the hips facing forward and squared. And if it's okay for you, go ahead and slide the legs apart. You still want to keep the hips very much aligned and squared. Don't round the back. If it's too much for you, come back into the Ardha Hanumasana and keep stretching and use the breath to guide you to sink deeper into the pose. So keep trying here for a couple of breaths. Stay for a couple of breaths. Use the breath and gravity to help you deepen into the pose or stretch. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Stretching the left leg back, right leg forward, pulling the hips back to the center. Feeling your body long and tall in your Hanumasana or Ardha Hanumasana. You're not rounding the spine. You're not overstretching. Just do what feels good for you. Go with the breath. You can even slowly sink with each exhalation and inhale to keeping a long spine. When you're ready, go ahead and do any side twisting or releasing poses. Or if you want to try for a couple more rounds, you could do that as well. Or coming to Shavasana. Just remember to listen to your body and not overstretch the legs. You don't want to tear any muscle or any ligaments. Just listen to your body. And if you're not there yet today, try again tomorrow. This is definitely one of the harder poses for me. And every day your body is different. So try to do more stretching, more vinyasa flows. To warm up the body, make sure you warm up the legs before coming into a full Hanumasana or Ardha Hanumasana. Thanks for watching, and remember to practice Ahimsa when you're in your own sequence or in your own space and doing your own practice. Namaste.